I guess talking more about in this oral culture, because there's a lot of discussion about memory and how, and I guess we'll get into some of the dating of the Gospels in a minute, but can we trust the memories of the authors when it's possible the documents were written maybe decades or at least years after that?
We all carry these things with us today.
Yes. Yes, I have mine here.
They're great, they're helpful to have, and they're memory killers. Most of us do not know the phone numbers that we dial every day. In the ancient world, you didn't have this going on. You didn't have post-it notes, you didn't have saved files, nothing. You had to go by memory, and so what a shock. They have better memories than we do.
Yeah.
And this wasn't just individual memories, though. These stories were told in communities. So you had the memory of a community. When someone's telling a story, they might be able to change a few minor or secondary details. When it came to the major details, it'd be, whoa, slow down. You are not getting that one right. Make sure you go back and get that one correct. So that's why you can see differences in secondary details, but the major details stay largely the same.
Mm-hmm.
And so again, this is just us pushing our biases onto the ancient world, where we say, those people must have been just like us.
Yeah.
They weren't.
Yeah, not even close in some cases. But yeah, no, and also, I'd imagine, because again, they have to use their memory a lot to already memorize like portions of the scriptures and.
Oh yeah. It wouldn't have surprised me if a lot of Jewish elite at Jesus' time could have had the whole Old Testament memorized. I don't remember it right now. There's a name even for Muslims who have the Quran memorized. There are blind Muslims who have the entire Quran memorized.
Mm-hmm.
And in the ancient world, there were people known as rhapsodes who would go around reciting the writings of Homer, quoting them. That way, people had far better memories back then.
Yeah, and it's not even because we are inherently different, just because of our, in many cases, our circumstances, right? Because like if we didn't have these and actually used it, we'd probably have better memories, right?
We probably would.
Definitely, yeah. And I think also, and I heard this from J. Warner Wallace, that not all memories are created equally.
No.
In many cases, like there are plenty of things I remember that happened years ago, very vividly, that were important. But something that happened maybe a month ago that I could care less about, I'm not going to.
Yeah, like if I asked you, say, what did you have for breakfast a year ago, you probably wouldn't remember that.
Nope.
But if I asked someone like, when was your wedding date, or what did you do the night you graduated from college, or what was it like when your first child was born, they'll remember that. I mean, many people are my age, we remember, say, 9/11 when that took place.
Yeah, and in fact, I even remember I was in third grade at the time, I think, and it was because I live in northern New Jersey, actually, and I specifically remember, like, the teachers took us out, like, I think, on the playground, and, like, we saw, like, smoke, because I live in very northern New Jersey. So, yeah, no, I can remember that, and that was easily over 2 decades ago, so... Yeah. But yeah, no, it's exactly right.